Valentine's Day is just right around the corner. You can make heart-shaped cake without fancy cake pan. I'll show you how in this video. Sift the dry ingredient into a bowl. And I do not have any buttermilk, so I'm just using plain full-fat milk, but use buttermilk if you have it. I also did a buttermilk substitute with plain yogurt and milk. If you're interested in the ratio, then comment below. Hey, and just to let you know, I did make two versions of this cake in order to test out the eggless option and to make a redder cake. I'll show you comparison throughout the video. And stick around to the end and I'll tell you which one I like the best. You can also use 1/4 cup of real black coffee instead of the instant coffee here. Now it is important to add the vinegar last at this step. And all those bubbles, that's what we want for this cake. Now add the flour in thirds and try not to overmix it. As you can see, the batter is very liquidy or runny, and that's fine for this cake. And also note the color of the batter. It is just the perfect color, right? So while the cake is baking, let's make the frosting. Now this cream cheese frosting is a lot more soft with the addition of the whipping cream. It's great for piping designs onto your cake if that's what you want. Then go ahead and chill it for later use. Now as always, if you're new to baking in your rice cooker, here are some great tips. Plus you can watch my how to bake a box cake in the rice cooker video, and there's more detail in that video. I'll put the link in the upper right corner and at the end of this video. Since the batter was pretty runny, it took 2 hours to bake this cake. Believe me, it was worth it. Now after baking, my cake turned this dark brownish red, like a burgundy red. It's not as bright as before, and that's because of the acidic reaction of the cocoa powder and coffee. So if you want a redder cake, then use less cocoa powder and less coffee. Now to shape our cake. First, create a straight line right in the middle of the cake. On one end, cut a V shape. And hey, it's Pac-Man! I guess I'm dating myself here, so let's move on. Then use a straight edge to guide cutting the sides, with the hard point ending at the other end of that straight line from the middle. And it does not need to be perfect, just do your best. Save those cutout pieces, we'll need it later. Don't eat it. And voila! Heart-shaped cake. Does it pass? Now frost your cake. And you know how bad I am at this part, so you only get a snippet of it. And ta-da! Frosted cake! Not bad, eh? Now shred the cutout pieces into small bits. Just use your hand. I'm going to stick the bits on the side, but you can top the cake with it if you like. Decorate however you want. Beautiful, isn't it? And you can pipe designs with the frosting on top or write something on it. If you enjoyed this video, please like and share my video with everyone you know. If you're new here, I upload a new recipe every Saturday. So don't miss out. Make sure you subscribe and hit that bell icon to get notification when I put out new recipes. And you know what? It's time for the best part. Eating it. It is so yummy. The darker cake has the perfect texture, and I can really taste the cocoa and the coffee flavor. The redder cake is rich and more dense with a wetter texture when you eat it. So personally for me, I like the darker cake for the taste and the texture. Will you make this heart-shaped cake for your loved one this Valentine's Day? The cake is a 2 sweet tooth scale, while the frosting is at a 3 sweet tooth scale. If you didn't get enough of deliciousness, then check out my other recipes right here, or binge watch my playlist for more deliciousness.